What's going on, guys? I wanted to make this video outside. My dog right here. I wanted to make this video outside, but it's just extremely hot out, so I figured I'd just do this inside on my comfortable couch. I want to talk about something that's really important, though, and I think I need to get this out there because I feel like there's a lot of question as to like what I do, why I do it, and I don't want that to ever be a question. I don't want people to think, like, are you just trying to like sell me a training program, or what are you all about? So I figured I'd make this video, kind of get a little deep here. I was talking to my best friend Alec, and we were kind of brainstorming, like, how are we going to get more people on this program? What do I need to do? And he's like, dude, you need to just show people who you are. And I wish people could see you the way I see you. And I was like, wow, that's actually a pretty interesting concept, because I'm sitting here, trying to push content, but I don't think they see me how he sees me and how a lot of other people see me that know me personally. And I wanted to talk about that real quick. I want to talk about, why I'm doing what I'm doing. See, when I was younger, I grew up as the very introverted, shy guy, right? And I was always very scrawny, very skinny, and it really got to my head. It made me feel insecure with who I was, and over time, that reality built up. I mean, think back to when you're a little kid. You don't think about these things, like, right? You are who you are, and then as time goes on, as you make more friends, as you explore socially, you start building these insecurities. You start building an insecurity within yourself. And as I got older and older, it really affected me. It made me shy. I wouldn't talk to many people. I always would see guys that were going out and having amazing times and picking up the hottest girls. Like, I just didn't see myself ever getting to that point. I got one point, blew my back out, and I had to get a bunch of procedures done on it, right? A bunch of procedures done, and I felt terrible. My cheeks puffed up. I gained body fat for the first time, and it was rough. And my self-esteem took a hit. It took an even bigger hit than it already was. Before, I was just a shy, skinny guy, and now, like, I had adversities thrown at me that I didn't think I would ever have to deal with. And I had to deal with it publicly because I had to go to school every day. People saw me change, and they saw me gain the weight. They saw my cheeks puff up, and it really affected the level I saw myself at, because I was so worried that other people would see me at such a low level. It made me even lower myself more than that, because I just didn't feel like I was on the same level, pretty much. I felt inferior to every single person around me, right? And this is, tough for me to talk about, but it's the truth. It's really how I felt. And it wasn't until before my senior year of high school that I started to take things into my own hands. I invested in a program, P90X, and I went through the program, and I started transforming my body, right? I started changing my body. I looked a little better. I gained muscle. I was able to do push-ups and pull-ups now. So I gained muscle, and I looked a lot better. And I thought this was the end. I thought that I changed. My back was feeling a little better, and I walked onto campus my first day, my senior year. As soon as I got onto campus, the emotions flooded back into me. I got scared. I was scared. I was insecure that people would see me and think that, he's trying to look better, but he really isn't. Nothing looks better about him. I still felt like the insecure, scrawny, shy guy. And nothing changed, right? Nothing changed after I did that. And I also wasn't going to stick to the program. It was three programs for 90 days straight. Like, I wasn't going to do that. So I knew that I was almost like a fake person. I knew my results were going to fade away. I knew that they weren't going to last. So I knew that even if people did like me for who I was going to transform back to my old self anyways. So that is, my backstory. And it wasn't until I really started, doing research. I went to college. I forced myself to get out of my comfort zone. I joined a fraternity. My major was exercise science and physiology. It wasn't until I experimented with pretty much every program out there. Right? I did you can ask my roommates, my friends. I was like the guy that would weigh out all my food. I was always trying to figure out what was the best program. And what I figured out was none of them are the best. I mean, if you follow them, you'll see results. But most programs out there are straight bullshit, and they're not tailored to you. They're not tailored for a natural athlete trying to build confidence, right? And the key to build confidence is more than just getting a body. The first step is to transforming your body and learning how to adapt it to your lifestyle. But then after that, you need to learn how to build up your mindset, to shift your identity, right? And that takes a long time, and I wish I knew this before. But shifting your identity is probably the biggest aspect there is, because Muhammad Ali always said, I knew I was the greatest before I actually was, before I had the belt. If you can't see yourself, I mean, you can have as much muscle as you want. If you still see yourself as a anorexic guy or overweight guy, whatever it is, body dysmorphia is real, then you still won't have confidence at all. So it wasn't until the past couple years, a year and a half or so, that I started really putting effort into shifting my mindset, seeing myself differently. Realizing after I read mindset books and invested in coaches and people that had done things that I didn't even think were possible, that I started to realize that life is short, and if you don't believe in yourself, you won't amount to shit. But if you can finally start shifting your mindset to realizing that, you know what, you're capable of becoming whatever you want to become. And yes, it'll take hard work. Yes, there'll be failure along the way. But you are capable of getting there. That's powerful shit, right? And building a system that will allow you to every day progress your mindset to some degree is just as powerful, if not more powerful, than following an amazing strength and muscle building workout program. It's just as important, if not more important, right? And the last thing, the last aspect is environment. And you don't have to be, it doesn't have to be your physical environment. It could be your friends. It could be the people you surround yourself on social media with. It doesn't really matter. Ultimately, you want to build all aspects of environment. You want to live in the place you want. You want to hang out with the people you want. You want to have your environment universally be congruent with who you want to become, but it's one step at a time. For me personally, I haven't left Florida yet, and that's my goal, is to get a new environment, because that will help shift myself, help me become an even better version of who I am now. But once I was able to learn that shifting your environment doesn't just mean where you live, like right after I invested in mentors and surrounded myself with people that also had similar goals to me, my business goals, fitness goals, whatever it may be, then I started believing in myself more, because I saw proof that it was possible. I saw proof that I'm not fucking insane, that other people also want to accomplish similar goals that I want to accomplish. Right? It's so powerful, and it's the last step. You need to have this to some degree. If you don't, the human mind will take over. You'll start doubting everything. You'll go back to the norm of what everyone else is doing. I'm making this video because I want to tell you that I believe in you. If you're watching this video right now, I believe in whatever goals, deep down goals you have, because the reality is I didn't have that person telling me that. Of course, I had family and friends, but I never had someone telling me that you are capable of accomplishing way more than you even realize. You have more power than you realize. I'm making this video to tell you that. Because if you're watching this, if I can help one person realize that you have potential, you have more potential than you even understand, as long as you start putting the work, the effort into getting there, then you'll start seeing fucking results on the outside, in relationships, with friends, the people around you. Your body will start changing. Right? It won't change overnight, but you'll start seeing results, and more results, and you'll start building more confidence. So that is my video. I thought this was a very important video. I've been meaning to make this for a while, and it needs to come out now. For every guy, even everyone that's watching this in general, but specifically my clientele are guys like how I was. Every guy that's going through a phase in their life right now where you feel inferior, where you feel out of shape, where you feel like you're going to amount to nothing, you feel stuck, confused, you don't know what you want to do with your life. I get it. I've been there. I'm still there to a degree. But I'm telling you right now that you're capable of more than you realize, as long as you decide to make the effort, decide to make the decision, the shift, that you're going to do whatever it takes to get there. You are more than capable of getting there. Because at the end of the day, all we are little pebbles of sand, little grains of sand on the beach. But if you decide right now that your little grain of sand that is you means something, that is important, That's all that fucking matters. If you're going to take that and turn it into a fucking beach, it's your prerogative. You have every right to do that. Don't let the people, the soul suckers around you, stop you from getting there. I'm telling you right now, I fucking believe in you, which is why I created Alpha Hero. To help guys see that in themselves. Physically, mentally, emotionally, socially. Business endeavors, whatever it may be. You can accomplish so much more than you realize. So decide right now, this very second, that you're going to change.